Hey, what's up, Funnel Rebels? Welcome back. And on this video, we'll talk about implementing custom fonts. Custom fonts. So, for example, you want to use Proxima Nova, or let's say you want to use Jomanest, but that specific font is not inside ClickFunnels. Sa dami ng font dito sa ClickFunnels, wala yung gusto mo. There are like hundreds of fonts in ClickFunnels, but unfortunately, the one that you want to use is not available in ClickFunnels. Aw, sad. But you don't need to worry because we can implement or we can still use those paid fonts, those custom fonts with ClickFunnels. We only need to use CSS. And there are two ways to do that. Okay, so we'll talk about the first custom CSS. Okay, so for example, you want to use Proxima Nova. Just for example, Proxima Nova, wala siya dito sa ClickFunnels. You can find Proxima Nova in ClickFunnels, okay? There's no way you can find it here. Proxima Nova is available. You can find Fontana Sans, Poly, Polar One, Playball, Play, Plaster, Pirata One, but not Proxima Nova. So the first thing that you need to do, of course, you need to buy or you need to download that on Google. So once you have that code or once you have that font, just go to account settings. Go to account settings. Remember we talked about digital assets, right? So you can utilize digital assets. All you need to do is upload Proxima Nova font in ClickFunnels under digital assets. Okay, so upload it. So I've already did that. All you need to do is click new asset, upload the file. If you don't know how to use digital assets, go back to the previous video where we talked about digital assets. That's under ClickFunnels Mastery Program. Okay? So since I have that here, I need to go back to ClickFunnels and I have my custom CSS in here. Don't worry, you can find this under custom CSS codes. Okay? So all you need to do is just grab this code. Okay, just grab this code, go to custom CSS. If you have codes na dito, if you have certain codes, you can just add some spaces, paste the code. Okay, so remember two things. So remember to change this kasi we're not using Northwell, we're using Proxima Nova. So you just need to change that. Proxima Nova. Proxima Nova. And then font family, we need to change it to, of course, Proxima Nova. So the source URL, you need to change that. Go back to digital assets, just grab the URL, copy asset path, and then paste it here. Highlight everything and then paste that. Make sure it's Proxima Nova, and then that's that. So for example, I want to use Proxima Nova for my headline and for my subheadlines and for my normal text. So Proxima Nova bold for my subheadline, I mean for my headline, and just Proxima normal dun sa ano, just Proxima Nova regular for my normal text. So what I need to do is just copy this, paste it here, and say, no, copy Proxima Nova regular and paste it here. And instead of Proxima Nova bold, I'll say Proxima Nova reg. That means this is for regular Proxima Nova, this is the bold Proxima Nova. Alright, so as you can see, hindi pa siya nagta-take effect, right? Because I need to do a few things. So for example, this text, I need this to be Proxima Nova bold. So what I need to do is I need to grab the CSS ID, go back to custom CSS, paste it here, and I need to add this code. And since we're not using Northwell, we need to copy this Proxima Nova bold. And as you can see, the font was changed na, di ba? Nag-update na yung font. So, naging Proxima Nova na siya. So, for example, I want to change this font naman to Proxima Nova din. I'll do the same thing. I'll just grab the CSS ID. I'll just need to paste it here and then copy this CSS, paste it here. But since hindi siya headline, I want to use Proxima Nova Reg. I just need to paste it here. And then boom. Proxima Nova, come on. If it doesn't take effect, if hindi siya nag-effect or if it's not working, you just need to create another paragraph. Just delete this one and just edit this new paragraph 18, 16 for mobile, and then just grab the CSS ID, paste it here. It should work. There you go. Now it's Proxima Nova. Now it's Proxima Nova, but just the regular text, just the regular Proxima Nova. It can work with buttons as well. Same thing, just grab the CSS ID. Not too complicated, right? And then just grab this. No, let's make it, I know, bold. Boom. That's Proxima Nova, right? It's a little, medyo matrabaho siya kasi you need to update or you need to add almost every text that you have. You need to grab the CSS ID of all the text that you have. Okay, that's the first way. So for example, you want to change the text here. Let's see if it will take effect if we use the row. Let's see. Let's try it. I haven't really tested it before, but let's see. So it worked. So for example, you want all the text inside this column to be Proxima Nova, then just add that, right? So for example, okay, all text, but I want the headline to be bold. So yeah, just grab the CSS ID of that headline text, go back here, and grab the Proxima Nova bold script, and there you go. It's now Proxima Nova bold, right? So that's the first way on how you can implement custom fonts. And on the next video, I'll show you other ways to do it. All right, so I'll see you guys in the next one.